Yeah, I was very happy that we get to see each other.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It has. Yeah, I still think we had a conversation at the Pacific Songwriting about jazz and jazz chords and stuff. And there
Right.
was something that happened. I don't know, there was some change in a progression that you told me or something. And I put it into the song and it always kind of
Oh,
stayed
wow.
with me. So it was cool. Yeah, yeah.
Great.
Yeah, yeah,
Great.
yeah, yeah. That was really good.
Happy that my ideas are being used a little, maybe.
Yeah, just like an awareness of maybe it was the bass movement or something like that. Not, I don't remember exactly what the conversation was, but it was
Or
good.
the circle of fifths, maybe.
It was good. Maybe it was that. We had that conversation too. Yeah.
Okay. So,
So I only gave people the Facebook. I didn't give them the YouTube or the Zoom. So hopefully that.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know why I did that.
huh. Sorry, this is taking a little bit longer than I hoped.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Here it is. Yeah, just as I suspected, I can't do Facebook, but I can do this and then share it.
Let me know
So,
if it is. If it isn't, I'll post something else on my site.
something else.
I mean, I'll post the YouTube.
Yeah, no, it did just fine.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. So, okay. So, if you'll pardon me a moment of not for small children, up yours, Facebook, to a
so
friend.
was it a political thing from Facebook that they wouldn't
Yes,
like?
and it was something that I shared from someone else, and I had no way of knowing the thing they objected to, but they were right, you know. Um, and I said so, which maybe I shouldn't have done. So, okay, here, Tina, this is for you. And
And
um,
the other thing is can you if it's not going to be live on your page, is it going to be live on your page?
yes, because
Okay,
I shared it from YouTube.
perfect. That's all I need to know.
Okay, and now, Severin, here it comes to you. You might want to check your profiles and see if it actually got there, because my trust in Facebook is not all that strong. So
All right.
Yeah. Well, I think we got people signed in on Zoom, right?
great. Well, frankly, it's more fun to be here on Zoom. And
I,
there's the
I think so too. I think so.
yeah, because this is how we participate, and I like to be able to see people. And welcome to Any Sunday Songwriters, to Sandy and Andrew and Laura, and most particularly to Severin and Tina, who I probably met at Folk Alliance, but the thing that's been really fun, I'm sorry to say, the pandemic, I would never have known about this if it hadn't been for the pandemic, but people that I admired from afar and never got to see except once in a while at a Folk Alliance function, I get to see all the time now, and it makes me really happy to be able to invite them to come and do this with me. So, for your edification, I'd like to welcome Severin Brown, who I first saw at Far West. And what I heard made me very happy indeed. And what made me even happier was being able to invite him to come and do this with us. So, welcome, Severin. It's good to see you.
Well, thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Sure. Where exactly do you live? You're somewhere in California, right?
I am in Northeast Los Angeles,
Are
in a little
you?
borough called Highland Park. And somebody told me recently that they saw a magazine article that had the five best neighborhoods in the world. And only two of them were in the United States, and one of them was Highland Park.
Wow. What an accolade.
I always kind of thought of it as kind of a barrio, but since they put the train in, it's like it's upwardly mobile now. So there you go.
I was just out there and for the first time actually saw the train. So, yeah. I mean, I really thought a subway was not the best idea LA ever had, but apparently it's been fine. So,
Well, yeah, the train goes underground for part of the way, right?
yeah. And having lived out there for 5 years, I know that things tend to not quite be stable. Oh, and by the way, we are recording this, which I fortunately
Oh.
this time remembered before
Sorry.
somebody started to play. So, Tina,
Hi,
you're somewhere on the East Coast. This show is coast to coast.
it is. Yes, I'm in New York, about an hour and 15 northwest of New York City in Warwick, New York. Yes.
And we met at Farm or we met at Swerfa?
No, let's see. I emailed you a question because I discovered you on Undiscovered Music. And I saw that you were writing a book. You had a book, and I wondered about a CD because I have a children's song that I want to make into a book. And you were so gracious and answered my question. And then you saw me in Cantina Navarro, and then you called me.
That was it, yes. So we have never actually met face to face,
No, we haven't.
and yet I was able to invite you to come and do this.
Appreciate it.
So happy. And yes, there will be more about that book in a while. I'm in Austin, Texas, and I'm delighted to welcome y'all here. And this is Any Sunday Songwriters, which we do kind of. Well, here's the deal. It started out being a bricks and mortar thing on the second Sunday of each month. And after we shut down, and that was no longer possible, I put it online. And it took me about a week to realize that I was no longer saddled with the second Sunday. I could do it any Sunday I wanted, and hence the name. And that I could invite people from everywhere, which that makes me so happy. So anyway, Severin, you're going to kick us off?
Sure.
Wonderful.
Okay. Here's a song that I wrote with Freebo and David Roth and James Lee Stanley. So, called To the Light. I've heard it said the earth looks peaceful when it's seen from outer space. Such a pretty place for you and me. How do we hear the wisdom of the crickets in the night, singing out of sight from way down here? Way down here, where there's only right or wrong. Why can't we just try to get along? I've heard it said there's 100 million galaxies of light lighting up the night for you and me. We could be just as peaceful as the earth from outer space, living in a place of harmony. Harmony could be such a joyful sound, but why do we just put each other down? Just consider that there is no wrong or right, and consider that there is no black or white. There are always shades of gray to help us find our way to the light, to the light. I've heard it said every culture has a history in stone, dances of their own they like to do. Wouldn't you like to be accepted just the way you are? Is that really so hard to see? Couldn't we find a way to understand? Blow away that line in the sand and just consider that there is no wrong or right, and consider that there is no black or white. There are always shades of gray to help us find our way to the light, to the light, to the light, to the light. I've heard it said the earth looks peaceful when it's seen from outer space. Such a pretty place for you and me.
Oh, so beautiful. That is so heartening and positive. Gorgeous.
Thank you.
So beautiful.
Thank you.
Wonderful. So I am up next. So this is also a song of hope and renewal. I was going to do a different song. I'm going to do this one now because of what you just played. And it was inspired by a tree, beautiful, beautiful dawn redwood tree in the Boston Public Gardens. If you haven't been there, it's not a redwood like you have over there. In California, it's a deciduous redwood, drops its leaves, has cones, drops its cones, so it's a little different, but it's so beautiful. So that inspired the song. We used to walk the public gardens, I'd wrap your hand in mine. We'd always stop at the dawn redwood with her swirling bark, creeping roots entwined. I'm letting go, letting go. Last winter, early in December, they cut the roses down and left a mound. I knew in April they'd be uncovered along with the plants wintering in the greenhouse. I'm letting go, letting go. This is my dawn redwood winter. I stand firm against the wind, and I'll drop my weathered leaves, and more will grow again. It's autumn, and the redwood's trunk has grown. She's tossed her cones to the ground. A willow's bough dips down to test the waters. I thought I saw you in the crowd. I'm letting go, letting go. This was my dawn redwood winter. I stood firm I dropped my weathered leaves, but more will grow again. And I dropped my weathered leaves, but more will grow again. I know they'll grow again.
Wow. That is amazing.
Beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very
So-
nice, Tina.
Yeah. I'm going to do the one I did for sound check because now it's on my mind. And I have no idea where it came from. It's just kind of this frivolous little item that one of my daughters actually helped me write because she came in and she said, that shouldn't be that, it should be this. And she was right. So. Where are all the Gretas and Marlenas? And all the Mae Wests, where are they? No one tells the boys, come up and see me sometime. That's a lot of style nowadays. But I still long for old-time steamy romance and satin gowns and stockings with seams and men that wear trench coats and fedora hats. I wish they'd bring that all back, 'cause I wanna be a femme fatale. I wanna be a vamp. I wanna whistle like Bacall and have 'em all eating from my hand. They put me on a pedestal, competing for my glance. I wanna be a femme fatale. I wanna be a vamp. Though I am a liberated woman, sometimes I prefer to be a tease. And when I see those starlets with eyes come hither soft, I could pull that off, it seems to me. See? And men would buy me clothes and bring me jewelry and open doors and pull me out a seat and then stand by politely until I'd sit, enjoy my sparkling wit, a little risque repartee with a femme fatale. I wanna be a vamp. I wanna be the party doll that upsets all their other plans. I know it isn't fashionable, but it's so elegant. I wanna be a femme fatale. I wanna be a vamp. Dietrich and Davis, they had it made. Mansfield and Monroe, hey, where'd they all go? Well, the women we admire now in the movies are all doctors and lawyers and chiefs. They don't flutter their lashes or swing their hips. They don't pout their lips or sit on anyone's knee. And if they're in some older profession, they've all been reformed by Act 3. They've given up their cigarettes and champagne. I guess we've come a long way, but I sure miss the day of the femme fatale. I wanna be a vamp. I wanna give the boys the eye and call some guy my honey lamb. I I'd have them all in a spell. I'd have them in a trance. If I was a femme fatale, I would be sensational. I want to be a vamp.
I love that.
Thank you.
Very nice. Very
Thanks.
nice.
Ever.
Lots of fun. So we'll just keep going round and round like that. And by the way, for all of our guests, if you don't have your chat open, you're missing part of the show. So, and you can talk to us and we can talk back, even in the middle of a song.
Oh, be careful.
Well, I mean on the chat. I don't mean out loud.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
right. Okay, well, that song inspired me to change my next song. So I'm going to do something that I wrote earlier this year. I should tell you that I have a new CD out. It was released in February, and I'm very happy with it, but this is also not from that. So this one I wrote in February, I think. But let's see if I can get this right. I think it sounds very much like the one you just did it. Same key. I'm an old folker. I'm an old rocker. I want to play like James Taylor, sing like Joe Cocker. I want to write like Bert and Hal, and in my mind I shall. But in my mind I'm young and still play soccer. I'm an old folker. I'm an old rocker. I'm a lone ranger. I'm a survivor. I wear a mask every day and I'm a high fiver. I used to stay out late at night and then come home and write. But these days I'm in bed by 10 o'clocker. I'm an old folker. I'm an old rocker. Now no one better try to take my guitar away. I'd wither with withdrawals, that's for sure. And with this lockdown lemonade that I drink today, oh, I'm afraid there wouldn't be a cure. I want to wear t-shirts. I want to wear flannel. I want a world of smiling people like Hallmark Channel. Every day I watch the news. Every day I watch the news. Every day I get the blues. 'Cause politics these days is such a shocker. I'm an old folker. I'm an old rocker. I'm an old folker. I'm an old rocker. Thank you.
I think I can relate to that. That was wonderful. You have a way of delivering a song that is so special.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
really,
Dina.
really good. You're really in it somehow. Yeah, it's very cool. Okay, so I guess we're going to just be kind of hitting off each other. So I was going to do a sadder song, but I'm not going to do a sad song now because everyone's kind of doing up. So this is one of my newer songs. And Andy asked if I could bring my camera down. That's the best I can do, Andy. So here we go. The weather's changing in the sky vast. Clouds cover, then the sun comes back. The sable night sky soon will pass, and we will cherish each other at last. Tender hearts will hear the cry, though some will choose to pass it by. It's not my trouble, you say, but please know why. It's got to matter, so we all can fly. I wish I could see through your warm eyes. Let's clear a path. Come put your hand in mine, and we'll step into the fire and lift each other higher and make it to the other side. Make it to the other side. When our silence shouts that our work's undone, hear the call of the talking drum. Bare hands on hide, rough with blood. Can we come together as one? I wish I could see through your warm eyes. Let's clear a path. Come put your hand in mine, and we'll step into the fire and lift each other higher. Make it to the other side. The humanity that simmers below the skin of us all, it gives me hope. I wish I could see through your warm eyes. Let's clear a path. Put your hand in mine, and we'll step into the fire and lift each other higher and make it to the other side. We'll make it to the other side.
Brava. Wonderful.
Et le da. Out of what that did.
Beautiful. So
Nice.
I'm going to stick with the current flow of energy and also with my keyboard. Old friends, they call you on the phone sometimes. Show up on your doorstep and say, remember when? Unpack their adventures and hang them in the closets of your heart. Old friends, they write their letters years too late. But you write back anyway. They wake you late at night, calling from the airport in between flights. I used to worry everyone was leaving and soon they'd all be gone. But I was wrong, 'cause life went on. Sooner or later they all came home. Old friends, no one could measure or compare the treasure of these memories we share. And I will always care for old friends. I used to worry everyone was leaving and soon I'd be alone. But I was wrong, 'cause life goes on. Sooner or later we all come colored ribbons and laced through time and space. And there will always be a place for old friends. Ooh.
Oh, wonderful, Jan.
Thank you. That's for old friends and new friends.
Well,
Nice. Okay, well, I'm going to do one that I wrote for my father. There was a time a while back when I was playing at a bunch of bars down in the South Bay here in Southern California. The South Bay meaning not the Bay Area, but the South Bay, which is Hermosa Beach, Manhattan Beach, and Redondo. And at the same time that I was doing all those gigs, my father was in a home for Alzheimer's people. And I would stop and see him on the way to do these gigs because it was on the way. And this is called On My Way to Play. How's the balance of the guitar? Too much? On the way to destiny, the old man stops to look at me, then recalls some rendezvous. He's got important work to do. He picks up something from the floor, a memory or maybe more. Then suddenly he forgets, like all our old duets. On my way to play a bar in the South Bay, I used to stop and see the dad that couldn't remember me, but I remembered him, the builder of my jungle gym. On my way to play a bar in the South Bay. The nurses say he's like all men, and sometimes he will flirt with them. Other times he is withdrawn, obviously almost gone. At first he smiled when he saw me and asked about the family. Now he doesn't know my name, but I can't say the same. On my way to play a bar in the South Bay, I used to stop and see the dad that couldn't remember me, but I remembered him, the builder of my jungle gym. On my way to play a bar in the South Bay. Now all night long I'd see his face on every drunken person in the place. I drank the drinks they bought for me, and my dad drank along for free. I owe my music to this man, the leader of my family clan. He loved his Dixieland and blues, Louis Armstrong, Ella too. His band rehearsed into the night. My mom said, close your eyes real tight and sleep will find a way. I do that to this day. On my way to play a bar in the South Bay, I used to stop and see the dad that couldn't remember me, but I builder of my jungle gym, on my way to play a bar in the South Bay, on my way to play a bar in the South Bay. Thank you.
Well, that was beautiful. I was harmonizing with you. That was great.
Thank you.
I was going to, so you were doing something for your father. A song I wrote for my dad was actually in the hospital, so it's really intense. So I would change guitars. I was going to play that. I'm not sure I should play that. I don't know. It might be really intense. So there's another song that I have that was inspired by, he used to always sign all of his letters and correspondence to my mom, "Eternally yours, Bill." And so that is the inspiration of this song. Eternally I walk with you. And it's just, that love really lasts forever, you know, centuries. It's forever for a moment, the past and the present all at once. Nature plays a sweet refrain. Senses feel life's pulse. Eyes fill with the flowering meadow. Taste the honeysuckle nectar. Wind echoes whisper tales. And here we lie together. Every nuance of your offset smile, every crevice of your face I knew. Hazel eyes warm and bright. Eternally I walk with you. We live within our own time. I sing to keep you close to me. Hear the music float on air, and love lasts centuries. Every nuance of your offset smile, every crevice of your face I knew. Hazel eyes warm and bright. Eternally I walk with you. Great, great, great granddaughter dusts off our stones that weeds overgrew. She reads my epitaph to you. Every nuance of your offset smile, every crevice of your face I knew. Hazel eyes warm and bright. Eternally I walk
I believe that was the one I heard you do on Dan Navarro's show.
I did.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the main reasons you got called was because of that song.
Well, I'm glad I did it then. Thank you so much.
You're entirely welcome. I'm going to do one for my husband for Father's Day because he just made the transition from being a caring father to being a fun and indulgent grandy seamlessly, almost without missing a step. And no, exactly without missing a step. It's been really fun to watch. We were just in LA last week having a fabulous week for the first time in a year and a half with our grandgirls, who are 4 and 6 years old, and just one fun thing after another. So we've had some good times in this house, painting walls and growing gardens, holidays and birthday parties, now and then a glass of wine out in the yard, making music with our friends, playing movies in the den, sitting round the kitchen table playing cards. We've had some good times in this house. We are a family in this house. We've had some hard times in this house. We've had storms and we've had anger. We have acted like we're strangers, but then the danger's past, the storm is done. We've had fire and flood, but each time push came to shove, we stood with one another and we won. We've had some hard times in this house. We're still a family in this house. You can't see it from the outside if you passed it on the street, but the roof and walls are sweet with life and love. You'd only know that if you lived in this house. One of these days we'll leave this house, 'cause our children will be grown. They'll have families of their own, and one day will be stories they will tell. And the stories will be sweet, like the cookies baked and eaten, and the dinners round the table. So as long as we are able, we'll be a family in this house. We are a family in this house. We've had some good times in this house. Happy Father's Day, Andy.
That was beautiful.
Very nice.
You really captured some things there. I mean, I could feel myself in your house. That was really cool. I mean, it was really emotional.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
So, Severin, what you got for us?
Yeah. Okay. Back in February, I was I was on staff at a song camp, a virtual song camp. It was on Zoom where we all had, there were 4 teachers and I don't know how many students, in the 20s, I guess. But at one point, we went into 4 separate rooms. Each teacher had, I think, 4 or 5 students, and with the idea of taking 45 minutes to write a song. Okay? Now, these generally don't get shared, but on this one, I really enjoyed it, and I did the music to it. everybody was still arguing over words when the 45 minutes was up, so I put music to it really quickly. But the authors are Cynthia Cohen, Carolyn Grant, who I think is from Scotland or something, Marky Starks, Michael Wilds, and me. They wrote the words, and of course I wrote the music. But this is called, I think it's called Two Trains. Two trains in a station, two separate hearts, each stopped for a moment, inches apart. His train on one track, hers beside. It was just their daily ride. He turned and saw her looking so true. She thought she saw somebody she knew. Their eyes locked, they couldn't look away. Two dancers in a staged ballet. All the words they haven't spoken, all the lips they haven't kissed, all the tears they haven't wiped away. Well, maybe they will one day. He keeps looking, should she look away? She wants to hear what he's got to say. He's taken by the beauty that he sees. Wind in the autumn trees. She wants to ask him so many things, like how so quickly a heart can grow wings. He tries to guess what she's thinking of and what it has to do with love. All the words they haven't spoken, all the lips they haven't kissed, all the tears they haven't wiped away, but maybe they will one day. His train starts moving and he blows her a kiss. She waves back with her hand to her lips. He wonders if he'll ever see her again, and if they'll both remember when. If they'll both remember then.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
I know Cynthia Cohn.
Well, I think you know the others too. You know, Tom Prasada Rao was in that, was also teaching, and as was Susan Marie Reeves, who I think you know, Tina, and Arturo Teo.
Oh, yeah. Arturo, wonderful. That's wonderful. Oh, wow. What is that? So just because you did that, I was going to do a lullaby. I just wrote, I am a new grandmother as of 2 weeks ago, Jan, and when I heard you talking about that, I was going to do that, and I got myself all into that. Then Severin did his song, and I said, I got to sing the song I wrote at the songwriting group that I met you at, where it was a 15-minute thing. And we had to go out and write something and come back. And the germs of this, a lot of this song, but not all of it, was started there. So I thought I'd do that.
Great. And congratulations on being a grandma.
Thank you. Thank you. It's really wonderful. First time. I'll do the lullaby next round, Jan, because I think and Severin. So good. So I think I'm. Oh, I should tell you the prompt. I'll do that. The prompt was fishing. Okay? And I think that I am catching this person in despair. Really, she's in despair, but I'm imagining that she's in this moment of defeat kind of just before she gets on her feet, okay? So that's my imagination of her, okay? It feels like I'm sinking. You've speared my heart. This love is like driftwood, splintered and peeling apart. Baby, you've won. I couldn't hear through the silence. I didn't see her in your eyes. Far beyond deception, you are Judas in disguise. Baby, you've won. You've been fishing and I'm left reeling. And why am I wishing I could pull you back in? I'm cast down, this our flashpoint. This moment is done. Baby, you've won. I lay here beside you, a stranger I once knew. I stare at the ceiling. You leave, will I see this through? Baby, you've won. You've been fishing and I'm left reeling. And why do I wish I could lure you back in? I'm cast down, this our flashpoint. This moment is done. Baby, you won. Ooh, fishing and I'm left reeling. And how long will I wish I could pull you back in? I'm cast down, this our flashpoint. This moment is done. Release me, release me. Baby,
That was just heartbreakingly beautiful.
Yeah, very nice,
Yeah.
Tina.
Thank you.
Wow. Well, I'm going to change the pace a little bit because I have this song that it has a two-part introduction. The first part is I have been known to wake up with a song, and mostly, if not all, written. And I really love my dream songs because it seems so magical to me. But, I kind of have in mind that if you're looking for songs, you'll find them. And even if you're looking in your sleep, if you can get your head up off the pillow and do something about it, that will be your new song. If not, that song is going somewhere else. So it behooves you to get your head off the pillow. But the other thing that's been happening, and this is during our shutdown year, is you mentioned prompts. What I've done all year is join every song challenge I could find. And so it's been one song after another. I passed 100 a while back. Not all good ones, but, there was a better chance of there being good ones because I was doing it so constantly. But in the meantime, because I had all these new songs and this show, I've gotten some very bad habits going here, and this is one of them because I can put this down where you can not see it, which struck me a couple weeks ago when I did my first live show. There's nothing that the audience can't see. So, it's been a real eye-opener about how bad this habit really is. Nevertheless, pretend you didn't see that and I didn't say anything about it. This is my take on that. Yeah. In my dreams, in my dreams, I always remember the lyrics. And in my dreams, I never miss a note. I can make the rosewood ring, my fingers flying over the strings. In my dreams, I notice the kind words more than the harsh ones, and joys more than complaints. And I always seem to know what I can change and what I must let go. In my dreams, awake, I've a memory like a sieve. I'm impatient with those I love, and I often forget to forgive. Awake, I am bound by gravity. I take each step cautiously, and I treat hope like a liar and a thief. But in my dreams, I can fly around the universe. And in my dreams, I never have to land. And I'm wise beyond my years and brave beyond even my greatest fears. In my dreams, guess I'll have to work on me to make my real life more like the life I see in my dreams.
Oh,
I've spent the week memorizing songs.
that was
Nice.
Thank you.
Oh. I like that you chose to play it all the way up top with the capo because it made it more like dreamy, like more
That-
light and dreamy.
Thank you. These are the little things that you do that you think no one notices, really.
Oh.
So thank you for that.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice. Well, I'm going to continue on by doing the song that I was going to begin with, and I didn't. So anyway, this is from my new record. This is called Young and Free. And the prompt that I wrote this for, I'm in a songwriting group called the Tall Men group. And the prompt was traveling. And I started thinking about when I was a kid, when I first, got out of the house, as it were, and started traveling on my own. So this is called Young and Free. Let me know if it's too loud. I remember driving through the desert late at night. Massive semis shaking my poor bug. A lightning storm was raging, lighting up the chaparral. Like God was finally cleaning this old rug. We were young and knew that our whole lives were still ahead. And anything we wanted, we could be. She helped me see my choices and the man I might become, while we were busy being young and free. Young and free. Oh, we were young and free, too young to understand the world at our command. Young and free, and oh so proud to be. We felt it every day and knew that it would always be that way. Took a Greyhound bus to see my old friend in Salt Lake. We heard the choir singing in the shrine. We met some young philosophers debating God and man. What I believe is we are all divine. Then on a whim I decided I would hitchhike home. A sweet young couple said they'd go that way. When we hit Las Vegas, I stood up as their best man. Their honeymoon was in that Chevrolet. Young and free. Oh, we were young and free, too young to understand the world at our command. Young and free, and oh so proud to be. We felt it every day and knew that it would always be that way. Now I see the road ahead stretched out in front of me, and every dream I've had I still believe. A little weary maybe from the years out on the road, but I'm still busy being young and free. Free, young and free. Oh, we were young and free, too young to understand the world at our command. Young and free, and oh so proud to be. We felt it every day and knew that it would always be that way. Young and free.
Woo!
Thank you.
That was moving. Good song. That was cool.
Thank you.
Album? Did you say?
The what?
On your new album, you said?
Yes, it is. It's on the new record. The new record is called Overdue.
And
you
where can people find it?
And, well, if you want a physical copy, you got to buy it from me. But if you want just a regular downloaded copy, you can get it anywhere music is sold, I think. You know,
Cool.
and you can listen to it on Spotify.
So this seems like as good an opportunity as any. Where are you going to be next, and where can people find you online?
Well, I can be found at severinbrown.com. You just got to spell it right, SEVERINBROWNE.com. And, you know, it's funny. I have my first live gig coming up next Saturday.
Yes.
And a week later, another one. But the one next Saturday is with my songwriting group, the Tall Men Group. We actually started out many years ago as a songwriting group, and then within a year we were playing as a band. So we've released 5 records, and you know, we through various changes we just keep on going. But now there are going to be 4 of us. And we're going to be doing a house concert at Cotty Knuckles' house in Kegel Canyon here in Southern California. So you can read all about that on my Facebook page, facebook.com/SeverinBrown.
Perfect. And Tina, how about you?
Well, let's see. My website is tinarossmusic.com. The next thing I'll be actually, well, I have every Sunday night from 7 till 7:30. I have a weekly show on my Tina Ross Music page on Facebook. So that is every Sunday. And my next other thing is the Greenwich Village Folks Festival. I'll be playing, that's on Sunday night, July 4th. And that's actually, I'll be on like a little after 7. So
So you'll be your own fireworks.
that's a virtual, yes. That's a virtual gig, it's not. So the Greenwich Village Folk Festival has been doing, you know, kind of resurrected itself over the pandemic, so.
Cool.
And I don't have any recordings yet. I have a SoundCloud page, SoundCloud/Tina Ross Music, but I'm in the process of recording my first.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah. I just kind
Yeah.
of started this about a year and a half ago, just before the pandemic, or a little before. Yeah. Cool.
Wow.
And what would you like to sing for us?
Oh, so I was going to sing something else, but now that you talked about a song that you kind of got from a dream, I thought I'd do this one. I did dream this. I dreamt about this woman, and it. I think I was either, I don't know. If we get to kind of go around and around, I feel like I was either her. It was so clear that I was either her or I'm presented with her story to tell or something. But it kind of takes place in France somewhere in maybe the 1800s, late 1800s. So here we go. This is dream inspired, she said. I walk these rows of lavender. This soil, it knows me well. My long skirt sweeps its blooming buds. I remember planting them when we met. I harvest when sun casts its glow. My corset tight, I make do. My boots' laces have come untied, bending To fix my shoe, I think of you. I work the fields and visit friends, playing with their children. I walk these rows of lavender until I see you again. I sweep my hair up in a twist and tie it with ribbons and combs. I long to see your sleeping face. Our time together was not our own. For when high tide came rolling in, you'd return to your merchant ship. I'd soak a button in lavender oil and sew it under your collar tip. I work the fields and visit friends, playing with their children. I walk these rows of lavender until I see you again. And when you turn to see Marseille, drifting in the distance, lavender will fill your senses. I work the fields and visit friends, playing with their children. I walk in fog into the waves so I can see you again, so I can see you again.
That was gorgeous.
Yeah, Tina, that was great.
Hmm.
Wow.
Thank you. Boy, I get really in that one. Yeah, why?
There's, they grow lavender, I'm pretty sure somewhere in France, but it turns out there are lavender fields here in San Antonio as well, which that came as a complete surprise to me. It doesn't seem like the same climate as France at all, but there were pictures, so
that's beautiful.
we are forced to believe. Yeah. So, about the book, I actually remembered to bring a copy. And I'm going to say something about one of our guests, too, because y'all haven't met her. This is my book of Bible stories that you didn't get to hear. And it has the CD in the back. The title is Unsung. And see, here it is. And on the inside, I'm going to show you my favorite one. On the inside are the lyrics and a little backstory on each song and illustrations that were a collaboration between myself and Vanessa Lively. I did the line drawings at her insistence, and she put the watercolor behind it. And yeah, I mean, it made it, I mean, I sent her my scribblings and she made them into art, is what actually happened here. So I'm going to sing you one from them. I got to sing these in Israel, and we stayed at Janet Lerner's house, which is a little bit north of Tel Aviv. So she gets the prize this week for coming the furthest to this show. Yeah. Hi, Janet. You couldn't see her before. She was on her iPad, and she doesn't show us her picture. But Now she does. And I'm glad
To
to see
save
you
the
here.
battery.
Yeah. So that picture that I just showed you, this is the song that goes with it. I've got something to say, and though I'm not allowed to speak, I may not show my anger, but I am far from meek. The Lord smote us both, David, through your son, born and dead within a week. You spied while I was bathing. You knew I was alone, and I had to obey you when you called to me to come. While my husband was away, David, you took me from my home. Who do you think you are then? Who do you think you are then? Stealing roses from your neighbor's garden. My husband was a fine man, a loyal man and true, an honorable and kind man, just not a king like you. Sent him into mortal danger, David, while within me your child grew. Who do you think you are then? Who do you think you are then? Stealing roses from your neighbor's garden. There are commandments, there are commitments, and there are always consequences. My name is Bathsheba, and I will be your queen and the mother of Solomon, so I will bear the shame. But the rose you stole, David, will forever wear a stain. Who do you think you are then? Who do you think you are then? Stealing roses. Who do you think you are then? Who do you think you are then? Stealing roses from your neighbor's garden. Thank you.
Very nice.
Thanks.
Tina, you muted.
I said that was powerful. There's a whole CD like that?
There's a whole CD of songs that are like that. Some of them are, I thought they'd be all women. That didn't turn out to be the case, because about a third of the way through, the songs just kind of started writing themselves, and the ideas were popping up, out of the woodwork. And then after a few of the sad and angry ones, I decided I needed something lighthearted. So I'll do that on the next round.
That look that I look at the I really bold to do that amazing.
Thank you. Okay, so
Cool.
onward.
Onward. Yeah, I am going to I'm going to change the pace a little bit right here. Do a song about a cat. This is my cat, Sugar Ray. And most people who have come over to my house have met Sugar Ray at some point. Some of them had this very same experience with Sugar Ray. With a name like Sugar Ray, he had to be a fighter. And when he sidled up beside her, she got lost in his attitude. He's really quite a charmer, more than just flirtatious. A little ostentatious, he's the man. Well, she just reached down to pet him, 'cause he was rubbing up against her. An innocent and loving thing to do. Then wham, there's that wicked right paw. Bam, she's got a bloody hand. That's my psycho kitty, Sugar Ray. Now we've all heard the saying, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Well, this cat never agreed to abide by such a rule. So when he's feeling frisky and I put his dinner bowl down, I got to rock and roll or else I'm dead. Now my brother's an animal lover, so I warned him about Sugar. He just scoffed and pet him anyway. Then wham, there's that wicked right paw. Bam, he's got a bloody hand. That's my psycho kitty, Sugar Ray. Now sitting in the sunshine with Sugar in my lap, I can't not pet him, you know what comes next. Oh, wham, there's that wicked right paw. Bam, I've got a bloody hand. That's my psycho kitty, my very cute psycho kitty. That's my psycho kitty, Sugar Ray.
That is fun.
Sugar Ray.
Psycho Kitty. That's so great. You should have like a T-shirt with that or something. With a picture of him.
What
like,
a good idea. That's a great idea.
with a picture of him, like find him in a position, and that would be so cool. I would get one of those. Psycho Kitty. I love that.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, I'm next. Okay, so this is this was from a prompt also. On Monday nights, I go to the Jack Hardy songwriting group, and one of the people threw out, well, let's do it. We don't usually go from prompts, but someone threw out Highway.
Now, is Jack Hardy still doing those? I thought Jack Hardy. Yeah, I seem to, I remember all the stories and stuff, but he's long gone, right?
Yeah, he's not. But the group goes on. It was meeting in the Lower East Side until COVID, and now it's on Zoom.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I had to travel like an hour and a half before, and now like my phone actually still has it because I have it in there. My phone, will warn me on Mondays. There's a lot of traffic, or it'll say something about the trip into Manhattan. It's so funny. I haven't taken it off because I guess I really want to still feel like we're in life. We're getting.
Oh, that is funny.
Yeah. We're in there though. Okay. So so this was a prompt, but I guess instead of Highway, it's Skyway that I did it, but okay. I'm sleeping off your time zone on this overnight flight. Exit row by the window, reflecting my red eyes. My red eyes. I ride this eastbound skyway of memories, dust and clouds, thinking about life just flying by, traveling all those wasted hours. Wasted hours. I wish I might have your hand to hold tonight. Long distance love, I'm down on one knee, buy a one-way ticket and come live with me. Live with me. Live with me. Well, you can let your guard down, 'cause baby, I'm not her. Leave your past and look around. Let's do this together and turn up the temperature. Temperature. I wish I might have your hand to hold tonight. Long distance love, I'm down on one knee, buy a one-way ticket and come live with me. Live with me. Well, I'm in and out of dreaming, but I'm seeing straight. Life has no guarantees, so let's not wait. The moment's now, so come live with me. Come live with me. I wish I might have your hand to hold tonight. Long distance love, I'm down on one knee, buy a one-way ticket and come live with me. Live with me and stay.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Cool.
So before I forget to say so, where you can find me online is jansides.com, spelled like that. And we will have another one of these next week, and a couple in July, and a few in August, and life goes on. As long as people keep coming, I'll keep doing this, because it's way too much fun to blow it off. You don't have to wear a mask here, you know. But you can find me at jansides.com. You can find all of my music there too. And if you would like to know exactly what we're doing with this show and when, please put your name and email address in the chat, and I'll make sure that you're informed. And won't it be nice to be informed, right? So I wanted to remember to say that before I did this song, because this is one of the ones that... Have you ever gone looking for humor in the Bible? So it took a while before I figured out that I was going to have to bring it if I was going to find any. So I picked out a couple of characters that don't get talked about and didn't have enough press, because I have an inflated sense of responsibility, and I decided that was my job. So you may or may not recognize this person. He was one of twins. He thought he was going to be the winning one of twins, but it turned out how it turned out instead. may have been the first one out of the womb on the day that we were born. I may have grown taller and stronger, but that may be unimportant. And though I was the better hunter, you were the one who got blessed. Papa might have liked the meat I brought, but Mom always liked you best. I may have sold you my birthright, 'cause I was a hungry guy. And the smell of your bean stew made me crazy enough to pay your price. You totally fooled me with your trick, and I didn't protest. Might have been Papa's fair-haired boy, but Mom always liked you best. I admit I wasn't around much, and Mom may have thought that a shame, but she always called you her sweet Jacob and had trouble remembering my name. It's Esau, Mom. So when it came time for Papa to give my inheritance to me, Mom sent you into his room instead, 'cause she knew he couldn't see. She made you feel and smell just like me, and you stole my bequest. And by the time I got there, it was too late, 'cause Mom always liked you best. There goes my future. Mom always liked you best. She said God made her do it, but we both know Mom always liked you best. So yeah, humor in the Bible.
Yeah.
That's a universal theme. Mama, like
That's you know what started me out on this was Rachel and Leah, because not only was the story intriguing and Leah kind of got the shaft, but I have sisters. I know this dynamic really, really well. So anyway,
great take on.
thanks.
Okay. Well, I went to a songwriting retreat a couple of weeks ago, and it's up in Stanley, Idaho, and it's a big house, a big 8-bedroom place right on the Salmon River, and what my friend Nancy Cassidy invites 7 other singer-songwriters, and they each get a bedroom, and we just spend a week writing songs. And so I had a very good week. Besides writing all the songs that I wrote that week, I actually discovered one too. I discovered one that I wrote last year and totally forgot about. And the reason I forgot about it was because it was for my ex-wife. Yes, people make faces when they hear that, but there you go. It's true. And so this is called Imagine That. Just because we had our time and said goodbye doesn't mean she's not important to me in the by and by. Once upon a time, she was the center of my world. Imagine that she was my girl. But in time, we just could not see eye to eye. And the dreams we talked about had gotten further from our minds, but the person that she was still so clear to see. Imagine that, coming from me. Now what if all the exes saw the good they used to see, and just because they grew apart they could still agree, and what they once believed inside their hearts about the other could still be true. So we've both moved ahead with our own lives, and we're not afraid of labels like ex-husbands and ex-wives. We both know the ones we loved are still the ones we see. Imagine that we agree. Imagine that we agree.
Great. Wow.
How many people write a love song for their ex-wife?
Right. I totally agree. And it's funny that you get that face when you say, ex-wife or whatever. It's just kind of an ingrained response.
Yeah.
Cool song. That's great.
Thank you.
I'm glad you found it.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is also a newer song. So I like trying them out, so I will do that. Here goes. Just I can't hear myself. It was hard to listen and face the unknown, feeling her heart quicken. She hangs up the phone. She leans against the bathroom sink and wipes the mirror clear. The dripping of the faucet is all she hears. A quiet moment, and there are few, while her children sleep, thinking about the promises she may never keep. Hold the door. Hold the door. Don't let it close. She only knows she needs more time, not only in her mind. Hold the door. With arms full of the day's clutter, softly stepping down the weary stairs, making tomorrow's lunches, she slips in love notes, her evening prayers. That call left her unprepared. Will she leave some life unused? But she cannot give in right now. She hasn't finished what she came to do.
That was just beautiful.
Wow. Stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
I love doing this show. I'm never going to stop. So, the next one I'm going to do, however, I wrote actually a long time ago, so it's not new, but I just learned something new about it. And the reason it came up in the first place, this is back a couple months, is because I was saying that we used to be more respectful of the planet long ago, and all that changed during the Industrial Revolution and the advent of capitalism and all of that. And the person I was talking with said, no, it changed when there was a human race. But I know that we used to know how to respect the earth. I know that it wasn't just the Native Americans or the Chinese, it was all of us. And my proof is the paintings in the caves in Europe, and elsewhere, of course. But I have always been fascinated by the ones in France because the artist left evidence of his existence, or hers. And I just recently learned, like yesterday, learned something new about those paintings in the caves. Somebody has done further research. They were never meant to be seen in electric light so that you could look at everything. Because if you look at it, first of all, there's lines over all of the pictures. And secondly, you know, like the elephant has 3 trunks, and the animal appears to have both the head of a bull and the head of a deer, stuff like that. And what this article was saying, and I have, you know, it's unproven, of course, and it can't be proven, but I have no doubt that he's right, that it was meant to be seen in flickering light. And what that does is it turns it into a movie. And so, you know, like the reason he knows this is because the farmer who showed him this one that has not been very public and took him down and swung his lantern back and forth. And the lines that the animals would peep out of the grass, or the elephant would swing his trunk. And those 3 trunks were the different time. It's like nude descending a staircase. It's the animals move in time as well as on the 2 dimensions of the cave wall. But that was just something interesting to note, the fact that those paintings are there at all. And the first clue is that they're deep in the darkness in the cave. And, you know, this was the only thing that those further reaches of the caves were used for. So come, let me show you the caves of Lascaux, where horses and deer and buffalo dance on the walls and the ceilings and the arches above. Ancient and sacred, a gift from the artist's hands. Come with me back to a time when we were young. Follow the herds from an African sun. Enter the caves where they all freely run. And the artist traced his hand in the caves of Lascaux. Here in our 21st century myth, we all think we live by some God-given plan, and all life on earth is for our benefit, ours for the taking, as fast as we can. But come with me back to Come kneel in the torchlight, come bow your head, give thanks to your brothers, by whose grace you will be fed. And come with me back to a time when we were young. Follow the herd from an African sun and enter the cave where they all freely run. And the artist traced his hand in the caves of Lascaux. Thank you.
I love that.
Very nice.
I love that melody.
Oh, thank you.
Really nice. Cool.
Yeah, nice.
So
Okay.
it looks like we have one more round.
Yeah. Okay, well I'm gonna do a song called Quiet Night, which I've put on as the last song on my new CD. But it's also an older one. You were talking about that one being an older one. This one I wrote back in the 70s with a young lady named Estrella Barracini, who was the sister of a bass player friend of mine, who said, "Hey, my sister's coming to town. You should write a song together." And so we did. I put a fire in the fireplace. I bought a bottle of wine, and then I met her. It's called Quiet Night. What can I say? I don't even know you. Familiar strangers in a way. A similar momentary winkle and I quiet night by the fire. The moon is a sliver, a smile in the sky. The wine is a river rolling by. A taste of the reason you're making me sigh. Quiet night, quiet night. I can't tell you, and you can't ask. What's all this talking all about? I'm moving closer just to fill your glass. We're caught in the moment, oh, let's not let it pass. But I don't even know you. What can I say? Is this some friendly kind of game? Am I the wiser or just crazy to play quiet night by the fire? What's all this talking all about? You move in closer just to fill my glass. We're caught in the moment, oh, let's not let it pass. But I don't even know you. What can I say? Is this some friendly kind of game? Am I the wiser or just crazy to play quiet night? Quiet fire in your eyes. In your eyes.
Ah, beautiful.
Severin, that was great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Severin Brown, everybody.
I just decided to change what I'm doing. Give me one.
How many times has it happened tonight?
I love it. I love it. It's
Oh,
great.
yeah, me too.
Okay. Let me just. Oh, no. It's just going to have to be from memory. Okay. All right, here. No, I decided I would do I wasn't going to, but I'm going to do the lullaby. Sorry. I'm like. Okay. It's in a different tuning, So yes, this is my lullaby, and the lullaby is actually, and the reason why is because it's Father's Day. The melody of this lullaby is the melody my father used to sing to my sister and I, or hum to us when we were young as a lullaby. And he couldn't sing for anything. He could whistle anything in tune, never could sing in tune. So we always used to joke, do we really know the tune to that lullaby, or is it like changing every time? Because he would just like struggle through it, but we do. We know what the melody is. So it's really my grandson who has got me to write this. That's not it. That's it. Daylight dims, the planets spin, sleep, baby, sleep. Moonbeams stream, so serene, sleep, baby, sleep. When you awake, we will play. But for now, rest on clouds, sleep, baby, sleep. Treasured one, treasured son, sleep, baby, sleep. Float in peace on lotus leaves, sleep, baby, sleep. When you awake, we will play. But for now, rest on clouds, sleep, baby, sleep. Da da dum, da da dum, da 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 dum, da da dum, da da dum, da 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 dum, da 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 dum, da da dum, da 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 dum. Daylight dims, the planet spins. Sleep, baby, sleep. Moonbeams stream, so serene. Sleep, baby, sleep. When you wake, we will play. But for now, rest on clouds. Sleep, baby, sleep. Sleep, baby, sleep. Sleep, baby, sleep.
How lovely.
Hmm.
You were lucky girls, and he is a lucky grandson.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, besides the two granddaughters, I also have three grandsons, and one of them, it's a long story, but one of them is in the Air Force and married and has a daughter. So I have a great granddaughter. Not everybody knows that because I can see people revising their assessment of my age upwards every time I tell somebody, which is fine, you know. I mean, that's the way that is. You have to live a while to have a great grandchild. But her mother today posted, I really am a parent. I really have a child and I am really a parent. And someday when she says, I got to call my mom, it's going to be me she's talking about, which I thought was so cute because I really have a great granddaughter. Yeah. So when you were talking in your song, Tina, about your great granddaughter or your great great granddaughter coming to dust off your tombstone, my first thought was, well, I want to meet my great great granddaughter. So this song is in response to that. Oh my. Hold on. Something changed and I need to put it back. There we go. I love electronics most of the time. This is my parting shot today. I will not be leaving without a struggle. No one will have to say, don't go gently to that good night. I'll be kicking and screaming and hanging on to the door jambs, protesting all the way that I'm not done with this life. I want to see peace. I want to see joy. I want to hear the truth without the noise. I want to see justice with my own eyes. And then I'll be ready and I'll say goodbye. I believe Moses looked like Charlton Heston, and I believe he had a word with God. All I want to know is, when is it my turn? 'Cause I'm thinking miracles can't be all that hard. I want to see peace. I want to see joy. I want to hear the truth without the noise. I want to see justice with my own eyes. And then I'll be ready and I'll say goodbye. World peace is coming soon. We're gonna live up on the moon. I want to see that dream come true. I want to be here. I want to see it. I want to see peace. I want to see joy. I want to hear that truth with no damn noise. I want to see justice with my own eyes. And then I'll be ready and I'll say goodbye. And then I'll be ready, maybe. Whatever happened to that flying car we were supposed to get?
Wow.
There you go.
Nice, Jen. Very
Thank you. So thank you all for coming. Thank you, Severin Brown. You can find Severin at severinbrown.com, I presume. And you can
Yes.
find Tina. Thank you, Tina, for being here at tinarossmusic.com. And you can find me at jansides.com. And if you want to find this show again, put your email in the chat. And can we all uncloak to say goodbye? Wouldn't that be lovely? We can wave to each other and we'll be able to see it. And there's Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Bye, Andy. Hey, Andrew.
Another Andy.
Nice to see you. Sandy, thank you for coming. Janet,
Great show.
thank you for flying all this way to be here.
Yeah. Hi, Janet. Tell Charlie hi for me.
And
Okay,
you
will
too.
do. Thank you.
Janet's Janet's near. Well, just tell us where you are, Janet. I can't remember the name.
I'm about 15 miles northeast of Tel Aviv.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Renana.
Wow.
I lived in
Yeah.
Tel Aviv a short time. I started college in Tel Aviv University. So,
Cool.
long time ago.
So
Yeah, you
lots
know
of
what?
The Tel Aviv Folk Club meets across from entrance number 8.
Well, both of you, Severin and Tina, I think this is probably the best show of the year, and I have in the unique position of being here for all of them since this is my house too. But just really great songs, and Tina, you have just a beautiful, beautiful voice, and and your guitar work is impeccable. That's why I wanted to see your guitar. That's why I asked you, could you get more guitar in your picture? Because I was really, really impressed with your guitar work.
Thank you very much.
I mean, the songs are all great, but everybody's song's really good. But this was a real treat. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. It was it was an honor to be with both of you for sure.
And for me,
likewise,
too.
I feel the same.
Yeah. For me too.
So, and David, thank you for coming all the way from England. And so we're going to sign off now, and hopefully I'll see you all again.
I hope so too.
Have a great rest of a Sunday and a wonderful week.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Stop the recording.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'm holding on.
And stop the stream.
Great. Jan, thank you so much.